Alright, the purpose of this lab is to install a UPS power supply. Alright, so we're going to add a UPS to our computer. So we'll mouse over to the shelf and expand outlets and drag the UPS to our workspace with the yellow vertical rectangle and then release it. We'll plug this into the wall. And then we will mouse in a little bit, zoom in a little bit so we can see the power button. Mouse to the power button and click it to turn it on. We can see the green light. It says we've got that on now. We're going to plug the computer and monitor power cables to the appropriate UPS outlets. Okay, so here's our computer. I see we have a partial connection, so I'll click on that cable. That is connected. This one is unconnected. So we mouse back to the UPS, Universal Power Supply. We zoom in, we can see that this UPS has two rows. The top row has battery backup plus surge protection, and the bottom row has surge protection only. So if you think about it, if the power went out, you would want, you have limited battery power, you would want your computer and monitor to still be able to be powered by that battery backup. A printer, it takes a lot of energy, so you wouldn't want to drain your battery on the printer, right? So you'd want the surge protection only, but not the battery backup plus the surge protection for the printer. But for the monitor and the computer, yes, you want the battery backup and the surge protector. So we'll take the computer's power connector and plug it in to the battery backup plus surge protector and release it. And we've gone to the monitor and we'll click on the connector there and see that's connected to the monitor, and we need to connect that in the appropriate space on the UPS, and it's the same thing, battery backup and surge protector. So we'll drag and then release. Okay, now we want to plug the printer into the appropriate outlet, so we'll mouse over to the printer. Let's see, we have the connector for the printer. We'll scroll back and we'll scroll down to the surge protection only, because we want the printer to have surge protector but not to drain the battery if power is out. So printer gets surge protection only. Now we want to connect the network cables through the UPS to the computer. The cable from the wall connects to the in port. Alright, so this is the cable on the wall. It is currently connected to this side is connected to the wall, this side is connected to the motherboard. So we want to remove this connection from the motherboard and connect it to the in port on the UPS. So let's click on side to look at the side view of the UPS, and we can see that if we mouse in a bit, we can see that this is network in, where we want to connect this, and network out will go to the computer. So let's go to the back of the computer and scroll up. We can find this connection. We can release it. I'll just release that. And then I'll scroll down to the UPS and I'll drag this end of the connector over to network in, because our instructions say the cable from the wall connects to the in port. So release that. Now we've removed the connection from the computer to the wall, so let's connect the USB. Let's make this connection. Let's complete the connection here. So we'll connect this side to network out and this side to the computer, so that the computer should be able to have internet again. Okay. All right. Now we need to connect the USB cable to the UPS and the computer. All right. So we will go to the UPS. Oops. Let's see. And we can see that this has the D-shaped USB style cable, and that's what this end of the cable has, right? The D-shape, square-shaped thing connector. So we'll mouse over to the USB port and connect it there. And this side has your typical USB-A type of a connector. So we will drag that connector to our USB-A area. Boom. Right, so now the computer and the UPS can talk to each other. All right, power on the monitor and then the computer. All right, go to the monitor, we'll scroll down until we see the power button, and when it's highlighted, we'll click on it to turn on the power to the monitor, and then we will turn on the power to the computer by clicking on front and then clicking there. We'll give that a moment to boot up. It looks like we've made the connections and it is powering up. All right, now we'll click on Office, go back to the office, and it says unplug the UPS from the wall and does the computer and monitor still have power? Right, so we'll unplug it because we've attached it to the USB, so we'll unplug it, representing a loss of power, so it's not plugged in any longer. So let's go to the monitor and see what we have. Click here to view Windows 11, so we'll click, and we still have power. So that's excellent. So let's click Score the Lab to see how we did. And good, we got all the points. So there are explanations of the step-by-step. Great, thank you.